James Bond is back for the next installment of the franchise featuring the world's most popular secret agent, and after 50 years and 23 films, he's still as sharp as ever. Welcome back everyone to my favorite website, realscreenreviews.com, and to the YouTube channel We Live Film. I am of course movie critic Nick Iacobucci, and our next movie review is the James Bond adventure Skyfall. After a 3-year hiatus from the multiplex, 007 returns on November 9th, 2012, and once again Daniel Craig steps into the iconic role of the British super spy. Joining him on screen for this adventure is Dame Judi Dench, Javier Bardem, Ralph Fiennes, Albert Finney, and Naomi Harris. This film comes to us from the amazingly talented director Sam Mendes, the Academy Award-winning director of American Beauty, Revolutionary Road, and Jarhead. The Bond franchise now receives what could easily be the best director that it's ever had, and the mere thought of Sam Mendes directing a James Bond film just makes me fired up. Much like Quantum of Solace did, picking up right where Casino Royale leaves off, Skyfall seems to pick up a relatively short time after the events of Quantum of Solace and once again sees our hero up to his neck in action. It seems the loyalty that 007 has for the British government will be put to the test when he is forced to hunt down and take out a threat aimed at his boss, M. A mistake from M's past has come back not to annoyingly haunt her, but to come back in full force with in-your-face tenacity. No matter what the cost to Bond, M, or even Great Britain, the threat must be contained and destroyed, and will 007 be able to stop it before it brings down MI6 entirely? Well, people, Pierce Brosnan fought for years to try and get Quentin Tarantino or some other high-caliber director to take the reins of the James Bond franchise, and he just couldn't make it happen. He often said that he would love to see where a truly visionary director or a truly dramatic director could take this character and series of films. Unfortunately, they usually headlined his films with directors that were never known for rocking the boat, we'll say, and to state that his reign as James Bond followed the James Bond playbook, well, that would definitely be spot-on accurate. I feel bad because he always wanted to challenge the character and nobody would ever let him, but I am very happy to report that this is what happens in this film. The addition of Sam Mendes to this franchise is nothing short of a breath of fresh air in a franchise that has already been pleasantly revamped within the last few years. Now, Skyfall is not a complex story, but the filmmakers do not waste a second by filling in each and every moment left over with character development. Regular 007 writers Neil Purvis and Robert Wade were joined this time around by John Logan, and together they crafted quite a thrilling and realistic story. The part of the movie that deals with cyber terror could have easily been taken from any headline, and on top of all of its action and drama, this film was very funny in many spots. Also, the score by Thomas Newman was a great addition to the world of 007, and he truly brings a sense of understanding when it comes to musically interpreting the visual story being told to you. This feature is beautiful, and I mean strikingly beautiful, and you can credit director Sam Mendes and director of photography Roger Deakins for this. These two worked together on the Academy Award-winning American Beauty, and now they team up once again to bring just as much filmmaking quality and filmmaking genius to the world of James Bond. Whether they are shooting in Shanghai, Great Britain, or anywhere else around the world, their visual look has never been sharper, and the picture that they paint accents every frame of this feature. Deakins' cinematography is clean and crisp, but at the same time it's solid, memorable, and colorfully splendid. Craig is, in my opinion, without question, the best actor ever to play James Bond, and he encompasses the grit, desire, and brawn in everything that is 007. You can see that Daniel Craig has finally got to a point where the character has finally become his own, and his complex persona is anything but an indestructible Superman in Skyfall. Someone else learning about flaws is Judi Dench's M. She loses a computer file that essentially puts all of the field agents at risk of exposure, and the Academy Award winner finally gets to sink her teeth into the character of M. Then it takes a duration of time, but another Academy Award winner, Javier Bardem, makes his appearance as the soon-to-be classic villain. His Silva brings charisma and charm, psychosis and sexuality, lunacy and personality, and years from now will be remembered for taking standard villains into a new direction. His open sexuality brings a breath of fresh air to a role that could have been a retread of Robert Davi, Telly Savalas, or Christopher Walken. Bardem's Silva is smart, cunning, and irresistible as a cinematic antagonist. Through the direction of Sam Mendes, the bar is raised all around in this entire feature, and he also elevates the status of each and every performer. This film never falls into the category of cheesy, and absolutely on the contrary, this will rank among the action adventures the likes of The Dark Knight or The Bourne Ultimatum. Mendes' action sequences are top-notch, but I think that we can also thank longtime action supervisor Alexander Witt for his helping hand in these. At 2 hours and 20 minutes, Skyfall was put together so well, the length really didn't matter to me in the least. But Skyfall was just a smart and fun adventure that's destined to be regarded as one of 007's best ever. Daniel Craig has really come into his own with the character of James Bond, and Javier Bardem has realized an original and memorable Bond villain. This movie is engrossing, it's exciting, funny, and credit the director for taking these so widely known characters into the realm of originality. Nick's real screen review is a very, very highly recommended, but just shy of perfect. 3.5 stars out of 4, and that's for the welcomed return of Daniel Craig as Super Agent James Bond 007 in the new film Skyfall. Well, that's all the minutes that I'm going to take out of your life this time around. If you have enjoyed this review, please click the like button and give us a thumbs up, or subscribe to either or both We Live Film or Real Screen Reviews if you haven't yet already. I'm sure that I'll be returning soon enough with more movie and trailer reviews, and until then, remember people that I'm not always right, but only when it comes to the movies, and thank you for your attention.